Good afternoon, class. I will be talking about 3 articles I read about GPA averages. So, the first one is about sleep length and how it affects your GPA average. So, a short sleeper is someone that gets 4 to 5 hours of sleep. A long sleeper is someone that gets 7 to 9 hours of sleep. A short sleeper usually gets more symptoms of a psychological maladjustment disorder. And that means the person isn't able to function fully because they didn't get enough sleep the night before. A long sleeper is assumed to get a better GPA average than the short sleeper because they're able to focus on their work more. There was a study and 148 undergrad students took part in it. 74 students were short sleepers and the other 74% were long sleepers. It was reported back that the short sleepers didn't do too well when it came to the results. Of course, the long sleepers had a better chance and a better GPA than the short sleepers. And it was hypothesized that because short sleepers didn't get enough sleep, that their brain couldn't function fully, which leads back to the maladjustment disorder, that they weren't able to function fully, and their GPA averages dropped because of the work that they did. My second article I read was about a program that helped students get their GPA averages above average. The program was called Upward Bound. What they did for this article was they did a study and they took a class, a religion class, and they did a control group and a studied group. So what the program did was prepare students for their freshman year of college. And for the experiment, for the controlled group, they made sure that they taught them the material, they prepared them for their next year in college, and they tutored them. For the study group, they studied another class that wasn't the religion class, and it shows that because they weren't prepared properly, they had the lower GPA averages. And the results showed that between the two groups, it wasn't a very big significant difference. The program for the Upward Bound, the average GPA was a 1.9, and the other group that was studied was a 1.7. So for my third article, it talked about students that felt pressured during tests, which affected their GPA averages. It showed that after the students took the test, students were able to answer and participate fully without being nervous because they weren't judged. GPAs were affected because students were getting 50s and below on their test. Also, for this study, they also separated the students into 2 classes. It showed that one class was monitored and helped, and the other class, the teacher let them solve the problems on their own. So the first group that was studied, they succeeded more, and of course their GPA averages was higher than the other class. The other class suffered significantly, so their GPA averages dropped. For the result of that, they tried to make another group and combine to see if it was the teachers or if it was the students. For the third group, it was discussed and the results came back that with the students combined, GPA averages skyrocketed. They're not sure on if it was the teacher's material or if the students wasn't paying attention in the other class, but having them combined skyrocketed the results. So those are my 3 articles about GPA averages, and thank you for your time.